Hey, just wanted to make a couple of new videos about my sneakers. Sneakers I picked up in the first half of 2013. This video will be about all of the Nikes that I've picked up, and the other video will be about all the non-Nikes. So the Reeboks, the Adidas, Pumas, New Balance, Asics, etc., that I picked up. And I've saved my favorites in both videos towards the end, so you might want to, if you want to see my favorites, fast forward to minute 10 or 11 or 12 or just towards the end. So I hope you enjoy it, and yeah, happy shoe shopping. These are the Nike Air Force One lows in white on white. It's a simple classic design from 1982, the year I was born. And as you may or may not know, they're very popular. They've come out in many different colors, materials, themes, etc. And they go with just about anything, and they're relatively comfortable compared to a lot of other shoes I've owned or tried on. And as a matter of fact, I used to think they were really ugly until I got my first pair in 1998, 1999, towards the end of high school for me. And I just fell in love with them. It's such a cool design, and now I have a bunch of different colors in the low top, the mid top, and the high top versions. This is the Nike Air Force One Mid in white on white. It's another classic design, this time building on the low top version with some added height and that classic Air Force One strap, which I don't see used very much. I know I don't use my straps, but it's a cool design element. And again, this is another popular shoe that came out in many different colors, themes, materials, and so on. It's great with pants, cargo pants, skinny jeans, relaxed jeans, shorts, or I guess if you're a girl, could look cool in a dress. The biggest problem I have with Air Force Ones, whether they're low, mid, or high tops, is that they tend to crease very easily, especially in the toe box, and the midsoles start to yellow after seemingly only a few wears. I know you can use Sea Glow, if you can find that online, and there are other cleaning methods out there to keep them nice and white. This is the Nike Air Force One Low in navy blue, gray, and white. It's a colorway from 2004, and I really like the navy blue, especially on the toe box and with the Nike swoosh. It's a pair that I owned before, but I sold them on eBay. But I was able to find another pair, and I've been wearing them around quite a lot. The good thing about these is that the wear and tear, especially the creasing, is not as noticeable on this colorway as on the white and whites. This is the Nike Total Griffey Max 99 in white Neptune blue and action green. It came out in 2011, and I'm not usually a fan of many Griffey style Nikes, but these came at a good price, so I figured I'd try them out. I like the long air unit along the bottom in the green, and the blue claw-like accents you can see there. They're very comfortable, but they're not very lightweight. It's a great shoe for casual use, and I like them because the colors, the blue and the green, really stick out. This is the Nike Blazer Mid in white, violet, gray, and redwood. It's a shoe from 2005. It's a women's colorway, and it's yet another classic design from Nike. And it's great for dressing down an outfit. And over the years, blazers have come in many different colors, and there's also a low top version. This is the Nike Air Terra Humara in white, powder blue tar, and with a metallic gray animal print. It's a colorway from 2008, and again, it's another women's colorway. It has that ACG or all conditions gear style, that you saw a lot of in the late 90s and early 2000s. I bought these slightly used and fixed them up. I like the animal print, though some of it's faded, and the tar color, the brown color, the dye ran all over the white toe box when I washed them, which was a nightmare to clean up. But I really like these much more than the new Air Max versions. This is the Nike Free Run Plus 2, and I thought I'd kill two shoes with one shoot. Both colorways are from 2011, and both are women's colorways. First one is black, white, and cherry. The second one is gray, white, neo turquoise, and laser pink. And they're very lightweight and they breathe extremely well. I've worn them a bunch of times to the gym and out and about. And they come in a lot of other colorways, and you can even design your own using Nike ID. And while it's marketed as a running shoe, I prefer them for just, as I said, casual use or gym use, because my knees need kind of more cushioning than these can provide. But still a cool design. These are the Nike Free Run Plus 3s. First colorway is Liquid Lime, white, and reflective silver from late 2011, and the second is Hot Punch, white, and reflective silver from summer of 2012. Again, both are women's colorways, but I really like them. They really pop. And these follow the Free Run Plus 2s as yet another lightweight running shoe. But again, I prefer to use all free run shoes for casual or gym use and not for serious runs due to my knees. But I really like the designs. They're very flexible. They're very comfortable. These are the Nike Air Max 95 Wild Grapes in white, wild grape, green, and gray. It's a colorway from 2011, 2012, and it's a women's colorway. And I bought these for a decent price, and they're my first Air Max 95s after selling my last pairs from the early 2000s a couple of years ago. And it's a very classic Air Max design, and they're very comfortable shoes. And if you like them and you want to buy some Air Max, whether they're Air Max 95s or 97s or 90s or whatever, I suggest going up half a size from what you usually wear in sneakers. And that's usually always a good tip for any kind of running shoe, but especially for Air Max shoes. This is the Nike Dunk from the Stiletto pack of 2008. It's a women's colorway, and I really like the glossy black and the varsity red. And yes, I knew about the stiletto pictures on the side and on the insoles, but I really like these. I don't own a lot of black sneakers. This is just one of a few pairs that I do own. And for those of you who don't know, the Nike Dunk was first introduced in 1985, and like the Air Force One, they're very popular, and they've come out in a lot of different colors and materials, and they also come out in low, mid, and high top versions. This is the Nike Dunk on Heaven's Gate in black, purple, and light gray from 2009 and 2008. Designer Todd Jordan created an SB Dunk colorway that was inspired, according to him, by the 1997 Heaven's Gate cult suicide, in which all the victims wore black Nike decades. But after learning about this kind of twisted inspiration, Nike decided to scrap the shoes, and very few pairs ever made it to the public. And in 2009, a similar colorway was produced, and this is that colorway. And these became known as the Unheavens Gates. And these are Nike Dunk 3Ms in white and metallic silver from 2003. And these are so fresh. I don't want to wear them outside. I don't want to get them dirty. I don't want to get them creased. They're just so simple and so classic. Just two colors, reflective silver on white. Just so comfortable. I love the way they go with those camouflage pants. And the collars on the old Dunks from around 2003 and earlier, the lining is so comfortable. It's so soft. A lot better than today's Dunks. These are the Nike Air SC Trainer Highs from 2012 in white, gray, orange, and purple, also known as Bo Jacksons. They're classic cross-training shoes that were made famous by him back in the day, and this specific colorway has been released a bunch of times over the years and remains popular. It's a very 90s Nike cross-training design, just from all the perforations and the bright colors right down to the tread designs. Just very classic 90s. This is the Nike Air Force 180 in the Olympic colorway of white, midnight blue, red, and metallic gold. It's from 2012. It was originally worn by Sir Charles Barkley for the 1992 Barcelona Olympics. It was just one of several iconic Nike Air Force and Air Flight and Air Jordan basketball shoes released that year in time for the Olympics. I don't really pay attention to sports at all, or the athletes. I just like the shoes. But these have some pretty interesting history to them. And it's a cool colorway. This is the Nike Air Force 180 Mid in white, hyper red, and photo blue. It's modeled after the shoes that David Robinson wore, his Nike Air Force 180 pumps from 1991. And the originals, which I spoke about in another video, featured a pump mechanism kind of similar to Reebok pumps on the top of the shoe to give a custom fit. But this 2012 model doesn't have that pump, unfortunately. I don't know why, but it disappointed a lot of people who were expecting an exact copy of the originals. But it's still a classic looking high top basketball shoe. And this colorway I really like because I like how the red and the blue just pop out against the white. This is the Nike Air Jordan 6 Olympic 2012 Retro in midnight navy, varsity red, and white. And the originals were worn by Team Jordan players, but not by Jordan himself, in the 2000 Sydney Olympics. And only limited quantities were released to the public, making them highly sought after. But these 2012 retros are nearly identical, a few differences, and they came out just in time for the 2012 Olympics in London. And I really like this colorway, and the rubber tongue design on the Jordan 6 has an icy sole, which is a nice touch, but it's a bit difficult to clean. Again, you can use Sea Glow, and there are a number of other different products and methods that you can find on the internet. These are the Nike Air Jordan 3 Retros, also known as Bright Crimsons, in black, bright crimson, canyon purple, and white. It's a colorway from 2013, and I was originally iffy about these. I didn't think they'd look good, but then I saw them in person and I really liked them. I just don't think that pictures on the web and even videos do them justice. And I know a lot of people passed these up and left them on the shelves, but I'm glad I got a pair. And I think the colors go great with the camouflage pants, and they even have a reflective strip above the elephant print, which I think is a nice touch. And last but not least, we have the Nike Air Jordan 13 Retro He Got Game sneakers. Introduced in 1997, the Jordan 13 was inspired, according to designer Tinker Hatfield, by a panther's claw, with the hologram added on the back to resemble a cat's reflective eyes. And the original colorway of black, white, and true red got its nickname from the 1998 Spike Lee movie He Got Game starring Denzel Washington. And they've been re-released a couple of times, with the shoes here on my feet coming from the 2013 release. And this has to be one of my favorite Jordans and one of my favorite colorways. And I wish it wasn't my only pair. To be honest, they kind of look like penguins, but I still like them. I mean, how can you not like them? So that's it for the January to July 2013 Nike additions to my sneaker collection. Thanks for watching and have a great day.